name is Brelynn, and these are my friends. So today's video is we're gonna do a conversation Q&A about HBCUs versus PWIs. So everybody's gonna go down the line and introduce themselves. So I'll start. Y'all know me. My name is Brelynn. I'm a sophomore biology pre-med major dance minor at the illustrious Spelman College. See, I have to go after that. I know it's hard to follow up.
So my name is Destiny. I go to the University of Maryland, College Park, and my major is hearing and speech science. Oh, I'm gonna be a sophomore as well. So
my name is Taylor. I go to Penn State, Harrisburg. My major is security risk and analysis, and I'll be a sophomore.
Hello, my name is Jasmine. I go to Stevenson University, and my major is accounting.
Hello, my name is Talisha. Hi, my name is Talisha Everett. I'm a friend.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Talisha Everett. I'm a sophomore computer information systems major at Hampton University.
Hi, my name is Nielle. I go to Morgan State University, and I'm a social work major, and I'm also a sophomore.
Hi, my name is Frank. I'm a sophomore music ed major.
Yay! Okay, so let's start off with our first question. We're going to go down the line, and let's say why you chose to go to your school, respective PWI or HBCU.
okay, so I chose to go to Maryland. Like, I really thought I was gonna go to HBCU, like the whole application process, throughout the whole application process. And I visited Maryland, and I really I don't know, I loved it out of everything. And they were really diverse. It is a PWI, but at the same time, we have a whole bunch of different cultures. So I think that's what welcomed me more, because it wasn't just Caucasian people. It was everybody. And I don't know, I just love the school spirit and all that. So that's why.
I chose Penn State because honestly it was a much smaller campus. I didn't want to go to a humongous campus because I would just get lost and it just wouldn't work. So I chose Penn State because of the small, and because it actually had my major of cybersecurity, and I just love the atmosphere, everyone there, just everything about it.
Okay, well, my first choice was College Park, and then I didn't get accepted, so my second, my number two was Stevenson, and I liked that it was a small campus, even though I didn't tour before I applied or got accepted, but when I did tour and go, I loved that it was a small campus, and that everybody knew everybody, and yeah, I didn't have to walk everywhere.
I chose Hampton because, the saying for Hampton is the standard of excellence, so that meant a lot to me. And I know when I used to talk to people, they'd be like, oh, you're going to Hampton? That's really great. When I visited Hampton, we all went to a very school spirited high school. And so, when I actually visited, they were like, oh, where are you from? They were all hyped. And I was like, oh, I love it. Hampton also was small campus.
And we're back. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next question. This one is going to be specifically for my HBCU students. So the question is, what advice would you give a person who wants to go to an HBCU, but their parents insist that a PWI is better because of diversity? Who wants to start?
Everybody's looking my way. I mean, my mom, she really didn't care where I went. She kind of wanted me to go to West Virginia, but then she was just like, it's your choice at the end of the day. But I mean, diversity-wise, Howard's definitely diverse. We have Indian, Native American, we have, people from every island, Bahamas, Cuba, all that.
You repeat the question.
The question is, what advice would you give a person who wants to go to an HBCU, but their parents insist that a PWI is better because of diversity?
Just because it's an HBCU does not mean it will not have diversity. Yeah, look at it.
yes,
HBCUs, it's just majority, but you still have a lot of diversity. From white, like you said, from whites to Asians to, I know at Morgan, personally, Morgan has a lot of Middle Eastern people, and I actually met somebody from Brazil at Morgan. So I mean, yeah, don't be put off guard that just because the HBCU it's just going to be like mainly African Americans because it's not.
I really don't have an answer.
Okay, well I can give you guys my Spelman answer. What they say at Spelman is that even though everybody, well not everybody there is African American, the thing that makes it diverse is that everybody's from somewhere different. So a lot of people have come from predominantly white institutions for high school. Some people come from the South or from the North or from the East and from the West, and it really makes somebody different depending on their religion. Everybody's different in their own ways, so even though you all may be the same race, doesn't mean that you have the same story, and there's always something that you can learn from somebody even though you're not diverse racially. So yeah. Our next question is, what opportunities does an HBCU offer that a PWI doesn't, and vice versa?
Okay, well at Hampton, the freshman class, well at Hampton every classification has their own week. So for freshman week, one of the biggest events is Battle of the States, which I would say BOS, so if you hear me the BOS, Battle of the States. Battle of the States is everybody in the freshman class will compete from where from, so you have the DMV, the Northwest, South, and Midwest. And it's like a talent show. You have a dance fashion and talent section, and everybody does like, you know, like a little scene from the different music where you're from. So you know, like the Midwest might do Michael Jackson, the DMV would do Go-Go, you know, West Side would do something else like E40 like that. And it's just like a little fun, you know, like play like, oh, DMV better than this region, and it really like you really get to know the people in your region. Like I met a lot of people in my region that I didn't know during my freshman year, but it was a fun show. It was definitely like one of the best experiences of my freshman year.
Anybody from the PWI side?
I'm trying to think. I had something too, and I was trying not to forget it. This isn't what I was gonna say, but we have, and I don't know, like tell me if you do have this, but we have the ASA, which is the African Student Association, and they always throw like different activities and stuff. So we have a mall, it's called McKeldin Mall, and it's basically like a whole grass area. We have a fountain, and they throw like, it's called Joe Verde. I think it's called something different every year, but we throw paint and stuff. Everybody comes out, and it's like water. Everybody like dances and stuff, and stuff like that. So that's really fun. It has nothing to do with like being at a PWI, but that's just one of the activities that we have. Oh, we also have something called a juke joint that we do almost, I think, like every other Thursday, and it just gives the students a chance to come out and show their talent. It gives a chance for what's the thing? Oh, the sororities and fraternities to come out and stroll and stuff. And then we also do things like the roll call of like where you're from. They'll play like music like they'll shout out Philly and play like Meek Mill, and then with the DMV they always play Go-Go, and then so you're supposed to like rep hard from like where you're from. So that's pretty cool.
I think that at HBCUs go more in depth with the Black culture. Because I know with my major itself, if you go on the Morgan website, like in the mission statement, like towards the end, it says like to focus with like, it doesn't say like Black families, like I forgot the exact wording, but it says urban communities, like to help urban communities. And I think, I think HBCUs, they focus more with urban communities. Like they want to make sure you don't forget your culture, and so they do a lot with your culture as well. And I don't know if PWIs do that, but HBCUs definitely do that.
I think PWIs try and like, I don't know, we have something kind of like yours. It's called BSU, which is Black Student Union.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So there's like 3 branches. There's the General Black Student Union, then there's like the BSU Allure Models, and then there's the BSU Gospel Choir. So it's not technically all like the Black people on campus, but they try and get all the Black people together, and we meet twice a week, every week, and we basically try and make sure that the Black people don't forget that we are at a PWI, but don't forget where you came from, basically. So yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so the next question is, do you regret your decision to choose either a PWI or an HBCU? And if you could go back, would you choose the other option? And I'll say this, if you could get accepted into any school. So like, if you were accepted into Howard or Hampton or Maryland or whatever, like any school that you want to go to, would you,
Okay, So, Ohio State. I don't know. I just felt this urge. I was like, Ohio State. I don't know why. But, I don't know. I mean, I didn't get in, but I didn't really think I would have went for, like, the school spirit. And, like, just party-wise, maybe like, the social aspect. Ohio State, but academic, I still would have chose Hampton.
So, oh, go ahead.
We all like want to talk about it.
My top choice was Towson. And that was because of, I just thought the school had a great atmosphere when I toured and everything. But I didn't get in, so I had to change my ways. But I wouldn't regret going to Penn State at all because I've met so many great people. I've joined so many things, got to know, like, it's just great. I mean, the parties are good. So I don't think I regret it because my major is there, and I don't think another school actually had, like, cybersecurity. It was just information system. So I do love my school, and I'm ready to go back.
Okay. So I was gonna say, I don't know, like talking with my friends who clearly do go to HBCUs, like they love them, and like I know, I like was thinking about that too when I was applying as well. But like I will say, just like I think all of us like really love our schools. We're like, but like I legit like love my school, like the school spirit, just everything, like the whole campus, the atmosphere, all the new people I've met thus far. But like if I could go back, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't do it differently just because of like my experience so far. But I will say like just hearing from their experiences and stuff like that, like HBCUs, yeah, like it's really different. So yeah.
Yeah, like I love Stevenson, but my number one was UMD, and I think that if I would have gotten into UMD, I definitely would have went. But now, like looking at it, I feel like it's too big. Like at my school, I can literally it's a 2-minute walk to the cafeteria. I don't want to walk 30 minutes to go get food. I want to walk 2 minutes. So that's okay, and I love my school, and I love that I basically know everybody, or everybody knows each other. Some people don't like that, but I like that. I like UMD's school spirit, which is mainly why I wanted to go to UMD, because I love school spirit, and I feel like I'm one of the only people at in my group of friends that like going to like all the games and like wearing all the T-shirts and all that stuff. Like I love doing that stuff, and it's like everyone at UMD loves doing that, and then there's Stevenson, and people are like, oh, we're D3, but still. But I don't regret my decision at all.
I guess I'm good for Jenny.
I mean, I got something to say, but
I mean, if I could go back, no, I wouldn't choose any other school, because I mean, Howard has its moments, but like I've been to UMD, I've been to Towson, like PWIs are alright for some people, but I can't get with it. I didn't like it.
okay. Yeah. So everybody knows I don't necessarily not like Morgan. It's more so some of the people you run into. Like I'm not gonna bash my school because it is my school, but the fact of it being an HBCU versus a PWI, I wouldn't go to a PWI because comparing it to an HBCU, like I just feel like I fit in. Like I feel like that's where I belong. And I mean, some people like I could go to a PWI and fit in. I can go to a HBCU and fit in. But I feel like a HBCU is where I belong, so no, I would not change it.
And for me, I always say that choosing Spelman was like the best decision of my entire life, like so far. So I couldn't even think of choosing another HBCU, but I definitely could not see myself at a PWI just because the experience that I had, the love that I have received at Spelman, the family, the knit community. I just don't feel like I would ever be able to experience that anywhere else. I'm pretty sure I could, but I just can't imagine another freshman year like the one that I've had. So I would not want to choose anywhere except for Spelman. Dun dun. Is a 4.0 at an HBCU the same as a 4.0 at a PWI?
Okay, hold on.
We gotta talk about it.
illustrious, the number one HBCU, also the number one college to send black females to medical school.
So let's answer the question.
But a side note, we're the number one co-ed.
What was the GPA when y'all like applied? Like you know when you're like
Oh, like to get in,
Yeah,
they say
like-
you need to have.
no. When they're like this college's or this university's GPA right now, like average.
Oh.
Shawty, I ain't looked that up.
I don't remember.
I think ours is
Spelman
what?
College
Because
is
I don't know. That's what made my mom like tell me if I was able to go to that school. Like I think at one point, I think my junior year I wanted to go to Bowie, but then we looked it up and it was like 2.0.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, that's how this
Yeah,
sure
no.
is. Yeah.
But we
I already asked it.
What's the
Yeah, I
question?
have it recorded. The question was, is a 4.0 at an HBCU the same as a 4.0 at a PWI? So the camera stopped, so we've been discussing this for about 10 minutes now. So explain the stuff that you guys were saying.
I think basically we were all talking about there's a plus minus system, and in high school I don't know what high school you all went to, but we didn't have like plus minus. Like if it was an 89.5, that joint was a 90 and it was an A. And some schools have an A is an A is an A, but like if you get an A minus, that really can like bring your GPA down some. So like we all were talking, and we do have plus minus systems. I would say that like from what I've heard and stuff like that, of course, like being at your school, like like if your classes are hard or whatnot, and comparing like stuff we do, but we all like work hard for real. We all have like serious loads of like work and exams and stuff like that. So like I would like to say that like if all of us did the same exact thing at each school or whatever, and we all got the 4.0, it would be the same. But I mean, I don't know.
I think that so Stevenson mainly is like an academic school, like academic based. Like there's like zero parties, like nothing. So I feel like HBCUs have more of that like feel like you want to go out and do stuff. They make you want to go and do stuff, and there's a lot of stuff going on campus all the time. And I feel like that's also another thing why I didn't want to go to an HBCU, because I feel like I'm not there to party, I'm not there to play around, I'm mainly there for grades. And that's always what I have to stick to when I'm like, this is my good students.
My thing, keywords finesse. Get to know people in your class. Make connections. You need to finesse sometimes, because some of them classes are BS, like history. Why am I taking history? Information systems major. I do not need to be taking history.
That's just part of being a freshman though. We always got you will not like your gen ed classes. Like you'll be like, why am I in English? That's all I always know with that. But no, like that's gen ed.
I also think it depends on your major, because coming with cybersecurity, dealing with computers and everything, my freshman year I did take classes that were based with my major, and I also had to take like Spanish, but took that like 8 years in high school. But going back to what she said with the plus and minus, those will definitely be a big difference, because I'm just telling you, at Penn State you need a 3.5 to make the dean's list, and you have like this E-line account where you can do like your GPA predictions, and it'll tell you like A minus whatever. So I needed a B plus in Spanish to get my 3.5. This man gave me a B. I was at a 3.47. That's how big it does to you. So those plus and minus, it really does make or break the end result of the semester.
Just be ready. It's not like high school.
Yeah.
Please be ready.
It's completely different.
So Hampton is a 3.3 requirement, and like Hampton are strict on their scholarships. Like it goes by your first and second semester come out. If you get a 3.299999, your scholarship is gone. There is no sympathy for you. So like you wouldn't one thing you really gotta do is stay on top of it, especially on the plus minus scale.
What do you feel is giving a better guidance into your identity as an adult?
Oh, which is
I think they all focus on helping you grow up. Like, it's college.
I think that's just
like,
college in general.
Yeah, it's college.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
That's for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it's like that mass quota of like college is what you make it.
Right.
Like, you make your college experience.
Yeah.
You don't turn up.
Especially because you're on your own, and it's
Right.
not like high school. Like
Oh,
you're on your
yes.
own, so it's like, all right, this is my time to finally find who I am without my parents kind of breathing down your
Yes,
neck.
I completely second
So
that.
I think it's just college in general, whether HBCU
Yeah.
versus PWI. It's just college. in
Yeah,
general.
because like if you think about it, I don't know about like y'all's parents, but like my parents, if I told them that I have a paper to do next week, they'd be like, Jasmine, when are you gonna do that paper? When are you gonna do that paper? When are you gonna do that paper? Don't forget you can't go out because you have to do the paper. Like, don't try and tell me what I know I have that paper. I should have never told you that I need that paper to be done. Because now that's the lesson that I'm here. But then when I went to college, it was like, okay, Jasmine, you know you have this paper to do that's due next week. Don't wait until the last minute to do that
Sticky
paper.
notes and reminders are your friends.
Right.
You're gonna need a planner.
Because you're
Like,
still going to go out, and Sunday
Yes.
morning, Sunday night, midnight is when you write that paper when it's due Monday night.
You're going to procrastinate. There's no going around it. So.
Yeah, and then like
Just
there's
enjoy it.
as long as you get it done. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my goal.
yeah.
They
Keyword is finesse.
during lunch, before the class, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to you to decide, like, am I gonna go to this party and stay out until 3 even though I have this 8 a.m.
It's all
tomorrow?
on you.
Or am I gonna finish my paper because it's due tomorrow?
That's why.
That's really
And I feel like you make better decisions in school because you're paying for it. Like you're paying, like you're not about to pay to fail. So you're like, nah, I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna do this paper. Or like I'm gonna study. Or I'll catch up with y'all later. Like, and then you're in college. Like I don't know about other colleges, but Morgan is definitely a party school. So like missing a party, people are like, oh, it's no big deal because you know there's gonna be plenty more.
Yeah,
So
so
like,
you're like,
yeah.
No, it's a hit or
Oh,
miss.
right.
Oh my God.
So like, it's like, no, I'm gonna do this paper. Like, I catch up with y'all. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
Like,
University of Maryland, we're like, we have like bars within like walking distance and stuff like that. So everybody always goes to bars. I've never been yet, but it's like, what is it called? Like Turf and Turf, and it's called Bentley's and so like I said, everybody goes to bars like every night. You'll like be getting in bed and you see like your roommate like putting on some heels. I'm just like, are you gonna, all right. So like, it's really like it's up to you, like because everywhere you go, it's gonna be an opportunity to go out and not do what you're supposed to do. But
you really have to have your parents in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Like, do you really need to go?
Yeah, because every morning, if you have like an early morning class, not even just early morning, you're really gonna be like, do I really need to go to class? Nah, I'll just get the notes from study. And that can carry on through anything. So you really
don't
have to
make that happen.
let's get up, let's go to class, because you don't have your parents, you don't have your school calling, oh, your child was absent. Then your parents like, why didn't you go to school today? So it's honestly the professors don't even want to be there as much as you don't.
Yes.
So you really have to be on your grind and
They don't
stay
really
on
care
it.
if you're
Don't take an 8 o'clock class.
Next question. How does your school acknowledge Black History Month?
Okay, well.
Where? I'm just kidding.
Okay, well. Okay, Stevenson, like, as a school, doesn't really, like, acknowledge it. Like, you may see some things on, like, our flat-screen TVs that are, like, everywhere that doesn't need to be unnecessary flat-screen TVs. Like, you may see something pop up, but that's, like I said earlier, the Black Student Union, we go to those meetings, like, all the time, and they try and make games and stuff, and Black Student Union is, like, the #1 club at Stevenson, which is why it's very diverse. But, I mean, Stevenson don't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say we also have the BSU Black Student Union, so we basically come together and make it our own because it's not really like, unfortunately, I'm gonna just be honest, it really wasn't like, you wouldn't even know it was February, but like, yeah, so like I think it was called like Black Love Week, Black Love Turk Week or something like that, and we just had like different events like every day, just like, because we had like a talent show, like a spoken word, like stuff like that, just to bring everybody together and not forget that we had, and it shouldn't have been like, 1 week, but for the whole month, but just not forget, about it, but yeah. So.
The next question is basically, do you feel like Blacks that go to PWIs are sellouts?
Of course I'm gonna say no. No, like, I think that's really like shallow for anybody to really think that just because like education is an education. It doesn't matter where you go. Wherever you go, you're gonna meet new people. At an HBCU, you're gonna meet different types of people. At PWIs, it's the same deal. So like, I just don't believe in like I'm being a sellout because I choose to go to a PWI. We still have very diverse events. You need diverse people, and you're getting the same education at the end of the day. So yeah,
I feel like they're not a sellout because, like she said, like without black people going to a PWI, there would be no diversity. And then I also feel like 9 times out of 10, if you're black, you probably went to a black high school, a black middle school. Like, why not try something different? Like when you go out in the workforce or work world, whatever you want to call it, you're not going to be with all black people. So like, why not go out and venture in? It's the real world now. Like, just because you're black, I mean, you have to stay with black people. Like, try something different. Like, maybe you never know. Maybe they wanted to try something different. Like, yeah, I just.
But have you heard that they said basically that a good percentage of people who go to HBCUs and who went to like who live in all black towns and go to all black high schools and end up going to all black HBCUs, their workforce they go into is majority black and they live in like majority black neighborhoods, and basically it's like their real life is an HBCU. And I don't say that in a bad way, like they still are encountering with white people, but majority of their life they are dealing with people like it, so it kind of is preparing them for real life. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, that's fine. Like, that's fine if that's the life you live, if that's the lifestyle you want to live. But I mean, me personally, like, I like meeting people. Like, my major is social work. Like, I want to get out and help any and everybody. Like I want to do social work, but I want to do like the veterans, like social work veterans or child and family. And like, I'm not going to just want to help the black kids or just the whoever. Like, I want to help anybody I can. So me personally, I want to get out and meet everybody. And although I do go to a HBCU, it still is diverse. So I mean,
yeah, I think it's like, I don't know, in Waldorf is like very diverse. And then North Point, we went to North Point was very diverse. And then like Stevenson is like very, very diverse. I don't know a lot of PWIs, it's like strictly white people. Like you see like a couple of black people, like I don't know anything like that. And then like, not to like bash HBCUs or anything, but I feel like some HBCUs aren't really that, like, education isn't their like #1 priority, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, there's like, yeah, I'm going to college, but parties. Like, I can't wait to go to the parties, and then I'll get to school later. Like, some people are like that, and then I feel like
I would probably say I don't want to say it's the opposite, but it's the very same, because at Maryland you have some of these people like that drop everything for a party. So it is like, you know, like, okay, we're all here for education, but some people are like, oh, okay, I need to study, but the others have a whole different mindset. So that's anywhere. I feel like everybody like really has like those people that, you know, want to party. Like at Maryland, you do have your parties during the week, like on school nights and stuff like that. So it's really like what you decide to do. But like going back to like the question, like I just feel as though nobody should be looked down upon for the decision that they make to, you know, in which school that they choose to go to. So nobody's a sellout for anything. Like, what do you want? Like all black schools, all white schools? Like, no, like we don't need separation. Like, separation as well. Yeah. Segregation, same thing. You know. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't know. I'm kind of like torn. Like, I definitely don't think you guys like sellouts at all. Like, I'm torn between saying like I want black people to go to PWIs to say like I'm on the same level as you all and I can learn just as much as you guys are learning and be just as great as you all and take your jobs, like basically. But I also like the idea of continuing on, like the fact that we were not allowed in their schools at one point in time, and so we created our own. I think that is so amazing and so strong of our people, and I just want to continue that on. Like, I want to continue to prosper and create like I want that to continue on just because I feel like it was so strong of our people. And also, if something was created for us, I think that we should be grateful of it. And I do agree that some HBCUs are not on the level, obviously, of some PWIs, but vice versa. There are some PWIs that are not on the level of some HBCUs. That's why I pride myself, because yes, I go to an HBCU, but I also go to the #1 HBCU. So I still feel like, you know, I'm still getting a great education, and I can compare myself to people who go to PWIs and say that I am getting a good education. So
also, I don't think calling someone a sellout, because although I go to a PWI, I still know my background and where I came from. So I don't feel as though I'm a sellout, because It's not like I just dropped all my friends that are, you know, Black or African American. I still have my friends when I come home, and we still keep in contact. So
clear. That's why saying like African American that goes to HBCU is closed minded.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're saying. Like you're closed minded because you didn't venture out.
Yeah.
So it's whatever's best for you.
Yeah.
So basically, we do tend to stick together just because like we're all there for the same thing, trying to overcome, and we always like encourage each other. Like we have like study groups, we have like study hall, and we all like get together. So it's a time for like all of us to come together, and but at the same time like still get our work done. And we also have like social events. We throw parties and stuff like that. So yeah, it's no doubt that we always like find like ourselves at the end of the day. It don't matter like where you go or where you are.
And so then my question to her was, then why don't you just go to an HBCU, because you're just blocking off half of your campus to just know people who are your same race.
Okay, and my response to that though is that I don't block them off. It's probably like I block them off maybe 7 to 9 on the Thursday night. You know what I mean? So we still get together with them, but at the end of the day, at the games, we all sit together, we all cheer each other on, like, you know, for our school spirit and stuff. In class, we have, you know, diversity and stuff like that. We study together. So I was just saying, because of the question that they said, like, yeah, I still, you know, gravitate to the Black community, but at the same time, every day, all day, like I am amongst everybody else and like do the activities that are on campus for everyone, you know what I mean? So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
is there diversity at your school?
Is there diversity? I answered this question.
I don't.
Oh.
I said, even though we don't have diversity, well, we do have diversity in like races and like different countries that you come from, but I really realized when I went to Spelman or whatever, the diversity in like region or whatever, like how people from the South are so different from the people from the East or from up North or from the West.
Do you take yourself, you probably personally take yourself and meet new people, but being at an HBCU, do you think they block themselves off also from diversity?
No, not necessarily. I think that sometimes you may gravitate towards the people, like, if I know that you're from the DMV, I'm going to make sure that I talk to you and stuff just for, like, connection reasons and, like, network reasons and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm going to want to know somebody who lives in New York and California. That way, in case I have an internship out there, I always have somebody to call. So it's like yes and no. But I won't do it specifically because of, like, where you're from. I'll do it because, like, for my own personal benefit.
I know this is a PWI question, but at the same time, like, I've noticed, like, the different, I don't want to offend anybody, just different, whatever, like, whatever your ethnicity is. Like, I've noticed at Morgan, like, when you're in the caf, or we call it the refac, like, when you're in the refac and you're sitting and eating, like, you do have whites or whoever, like, so it's not just at PWI.
So it's like when Mean Girls. Not the, you know, like that single movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's on a more mature level.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like, say, because you see me eat with Black people, like, somebody walks past and like, oh, she must only talk to Black people. Like, no. Like, maybe that's just who my friends are at the time, who I want to eat with, but you'll also see, like, other people. You know, you always have, like, the people that you go to, no matter what they're
Yeah, and there was this girl in my math class, and she got recruited from New Zealand, and she played softball. And our whole softball team is white. So, like, when they eat, they sit together and eat. So, like, but I mean, in class, I'm like, hey, what's that? Like, hey, what's the answer to so, I mean, and she talks with an accent. Like, I asked her, like, so do you go home during breaks? Like we mingle, but at the same time, like, when we're out of class, like, I'm not gonna walk past her like, I don't know this bitch. I mean, sorry, I don't know this girl, whatever. I'm like, hey, you know. But when we eat, like, I eat with my friends, she eat with her friends. So, I mean,
When you walk back to the
I think
and keep it moving.
sports like brings people together. Like because the sports are very diverse at a PWI. I mean, I don't really know about HBCU, but I know that Stevenson, like when the sports are very diverse, like okay, so let's say you're white and you're on the football team, and all your friends on the football team are like Black. Then those friends get together with your white friends, and then like that's.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about our different college experiences try to do it in categories. So we were just talking about this, so we're gonna just go on and continue. So the first category is like your cafeteria. So what is, not even just your cafeteria, but like what is eating life like on your campus?
Okay, so I'm gonna start. I will say that we have at University of Maryland, it's called STAM Student Union. We all call it STAM, and that's where everybody goes. Like at lunch, it's packed, like because that's just in the middle of the day between your classes. We have like McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. You stay going there at Chick-fil-A. Anyways, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell. So that's like. So sorry. So we have a lot of like the commercial restaurants, but then we also have like, we have 2 different diners, North and South Campus, and then we have a buffet style diner. And is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. So like diner food, it's cool. Like once you get there, you're like, oh, I have so many choices. But like, it'll really hit you. You'd be like, oh, I'm getting tired of this. So I think our food is pretty good. We do have like a soul food section. We have like pancake nights. We have late nights where the menu changes and you just get like pizza, wings, mozzarella sticks, stuff like that. So, yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Is that all on your meal card? Like how does
The diners, that's a good question. The diners, that's on your meal card. Stamp can be through like, it's called like Terrapin Express. So you have to add money on it. That's not dining points. But for like your dining plan, there's like points that you have. So like every time you swipe, say you start at like 1,200 points, that's what you have for the semester. Once it's gone, it's gone. So a lot of the guys use it up, especially the athletes use theirs up pretty fast. But yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
Penn State, our eating place right now is called Stacks, and during the lunch rush or whatever you want to call it, it gets pretty hectic. They are actually now rebuilding or building a new building on campus with more food places and more places to sit because it's so packed. And when I first went there, when I first toured for orientation and everything, we had like a pizza station, a grill station, pasta, salad, and I thought, oh my gosh, like we have so much stuff. But after going there for the first semester, I'm like, all right, I'm so tired of this. But and then so we only occasionally get like curly fries and mozzarella sticks. So when that comes out, you have to be the first people in line because they go like that. But I would honestly say that Stacks is really fun to eat, just to chill out. You can either go outside or you can stay inside when it snows. It snows a lot.
How does your meal plan work?
Meal plan, meal plan, they go by levels, and each level goes by a certain amount. Like I have level 3, and I believe that's 800 for the semester, and you go up to like, you get up to level 5, and I think that's like 1,200 or something. So, or 1,000 or something like that. So it all depends on like what level of like, but you do have to pay for it. So parents, like especially freshmen, they say you are required to start at level 3 as a freshman. And so after freshman year, you can go to any level you want. But yeah. So you can, I mean, you pretty much buy whatever you want. So and you just swipe it, keep moving.
Okay, so Stevenson has 2 campuses. One is the Owings Mills campus, which is like where you live, basically all the dorms and stuff on there. And then the Greenspring campus is mainly like the lab classes and like all the. And there's breakfast. Okay, so during the weekday they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and like only for breakfast and lunch they serve waffles, which are like amazing. And yeah, so there's like a bunch of different food. They have like a grill top where they cook like Chinese food sometimes, and then there's like the salad bar, the fruit bar, there's a pizza station, a pasta station, a sandwich station, and then like a home cooking thing. So like if you're used to your mother's cooking, basically that's what's there. And then there's like a burgers and fries station, and then that gets old like all the time. And on Greenspring's campus, they have like grilled chicken sandwiches, they have French fries, they have like everything that you want and need, but it's like 15 minutes away. You have to get on the shuttle and everything. And they close at like 7 during the week. And right, and then on Fridays they close at 2. Like, What?
Yeah.
Yes, and then okay, so on Owensville's campus there is another like food thing called Pandini's, which is mainly Italian cooking. So they serve pasta and like they're known for like pizzas, and then everybody gets their chicken tenders, but they don't have fries, which is why Green Spring is like amazing because you can get chicken tenders and fries. And so our meal plan works with there's meal plan A through D, and freshmen are required to get meal plan A, and it comes with 215 swipes. And we have something called flex dollars, which is like actual money that you can use at the restaurants, like at the bottom of our hill. So we have like Dunkin' Donuts, Subway. There's Five Guys, but you can't even use it for Five Guys because Five Guys is so expensive. There's Baskin Robbins and like other like on the weekends we only have brunch. Like it's not breakfast and then lunch. It's only brunch, and it's from 9 a.m. to 1:30, and then dinner don't start till 7. So like. You want me to starve, baby?
Our
no, it's like
dinner
on the
is
weekends.
legit
On the
4
weekends,
o'clock.
our
And
breakfast
it's good
is
until
over at
about
2. Like
6 or 7.
Yeah.
After that, it's like whatever's left, you
Yeah.
have it. And
Yeah.
like they're not cooking anything else. You're
Exactly.
like,
There's
wow.
no cleanup. Right.
There's like certain stations that they have all the time, like the home style thing, like whatever is there. No, they pick that up at 7:30.
for the
It's
home
closed.
cooking,
But like the pizza that keep cooking it, the pasta, the salad, like all that keep going.
for the home cooking, would you
shuts
say
down.
it's like really home cooking? Like is it?
On Sundays we always have like it's always the black cook works on Sundays, so it's like the bomb cornbread with the bomb fried chicken and the bomb corn, like it's the
She
best.
puts her foot in it though.
Yes, it'd be so good.
my
He's like,
God.
shout out to you. He be coming out and feeling like, shout out to you.
You know, we have one lady. She makes the best grilled cheese. I know that sounds like so
Oh
like
my God.
that
Our
sounds
grilled
so
cheese
basic,
is
but when she
so
comes
good.
in and she knows that she's the bomb too, because we'll be like, "You make the grilled cheese today?" She's like,
I got you.
4, don't, hey, that's it. Like, yes.
Get
And
in
then like,
there.
ooh, the girl she laid in here today.
All right.
She said only us 4, so she's done. That's it. Like, I don't know if that's really how it is.
It's like on Green Spring, like it's an
Girl,
extra
why would
swipe
it
if you want to add bacon to something. So like every time I go there, I be like, I want me a grilled chicken sandwich on Texas toast with some provolone and some lettuce and some bacon. But you like she be hiding the bacon underneath the lettuce and then they can't see because they be like bacon.
Wow.
Like the one thing about Penn State's breakfast is on Sunday, like usually like the regular breakfast like during the week is like you know those sandwiches like McDonald's have, like the crispy like those bacon, egg and cheese. Like
I'm
yeah,
a
they have that. Those. They have those, they have like hash browns and they sometimes like French toast. But on Sundays they be making omelets, pancakes, waffles,
Yeah,
bacon,
almost
sausage,
every
eggs.
Is
I do like
That's why
our
I'm like,
omelets
shoot, I'm
be
about to say,
thick.
yeah,
Look,
yeah.
That's one boy offered
They
to
be like-
take me to breakfast at McDonald's. Like what? I was like, nah, I'm good. Like I'd rather eat our breakfast. Like
And see, the waffles be like this, but they be giving you that one squirt of syrup, like.
oh no, we can make
Oh, we got
our waffle
we
machine.
like it's a dispenser.
Our waffle
I'm
machine.
sure.
I'm about to say our waffle machine is up 24/7.
Yeah,
We get our
same.
own
Ours
syrup.
is
Like
Well,
You
you
talking
talking
about the drug if left?
Yeah.
our
Yeah, with the
our
batter.
Talk about parties. So what are the parties that you like?
All right, so look.
Wait, let go. She had to talk.
Wait a
Oh, go
minute.
ahead, boo.
Hold on. Justin, shut up.
I would say this. Whatever you do, don't say I'm going to do my work over the weekend. Don't do that. Sunday you will be doing work all. But yeah, just don't be like, oh, I'm going to do this on the weekend because you're not going to feel like getting up Saturday, Sunday morning, do any type of work. You're going to be up late Sunday night trying to do all that work. Just do as much as you can during the week.
Yeah, balance everything. Like, make sure you really like prioritize things. Like, don't say you're going to do something and then don't, and then because you'll really like end up not doing it, and it really can like affect your grade, depending on what the assignment is. But no, like, yeah, like when it comes to party, just make sure like, just make sure you're really like on your stuff.
We're
before
not
you
talking
go.
about it, guys. We're talking about the turn
Do
up.
not-
What
okay,
is the
look,
turn
look,
up
look,
like?
look.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do
I
not
apologize.
spend $1,000 on party tickets and turn up. And y'all know what I mean by turn up. Yeah, liquor, whatever else
I
you
never
do to
paid.
turn up.
Never had to pay.
Okay, that's nice.
They just like
Okay, so anyways, back to
The fuck?
people. Yeah, do not like parties. Most of the time are not free. Like you're going to have to buy tickets. Go to the free ones and spend your money on food. Like, I'm not saying don't pay for tickets, like, to go to a party, but, like, just balance it. Like, think about what you're doing. Because, like, by the time you know it, you're like, I spent $200 on alcohol and party tickets or whatever.
Uber rides.
Don't drink. Do not drink. Oh, yes, Uber.
Ubers and Lyfts.
Uber's going to be your best friend.
Oh, you
and
just make
another
someone to
thing-
be the driver that night, and then you just rotate the next party. So.
I like to
No
say-
drinking and driving.
We in Baltimore.
Another thing I
Just
wanted
go
to
around.
say is like, don't be that one girl like drunk in a party,
Going
and
crazy.
then
Someone's
everybody's
really
talking about you
sure.
when you walk in the cab because that happens.
That really happens.
The
It
whole,
does.
the whole,
My
don't
friends.
take a cup from someone
Oh yeah.
you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, everybody's like,
Jungle
oh,
juice.
you know, like I know better, but until like it happens.
Once again, this
like,
is all advice. Brelynn said,
Yeah,
what's
and
the
don't
turnaround?
get to college acting a fool and just
don't.
spreading your legs.
Hey,
Don't
well,
be that
I
girl
talk
either.
about parties whenever y'all
I'm
are-
sorry, but I just have to throw that out
Exactly.
there. Don't
She
be
tells
that
us the
girl.
parties are like at Stevenson.
Oh, my Jack's story. Okay, so a lot of times, like, the clubs designate, like, host parties on campus so that you don't have to worry about going to get drunk or going to do stuff. I mean, people do that before. But, I mean, they want everybody to, come together, all about diversity. So, BSU, we have a back to school party, like, that's an annual type thing. Like, everybody comes sold out, like, within 2 days. And, yeah, and it's on a Friday. And then, like, I'm part of the BSU Allure model, so, like, 1 week before our fashion show, we hosted a party on campus where we promoted our fashion show, basically, by having everybody to come and wear black and basically all that stuff. We do that all the time. And there's always parties off campus, but they always end up getting shut down. And people try and, like, link up in their apartments and, like, do stuff, but always get shut down by RAs. So just go to the ones that are only $3 a season.
Does anybody else have like parties on campus? Because we don't have that.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have parties.
All right.
Go ahead, no.
You haven't
Alright,
yet.
yeah.
So we have parties. UMD has parties on campus, and we also have parties like the BSU. We were just talking about it's called like Blue Light. They have like different names, and the fraternities sometimes like throw them, and those are like really fun. Like around Halloween, we have like H7, and like each year like it goes up a different number. But anyway, those are really cool. But you do just, watch out for yourself, like, who you're around and, like, how much. Like,
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the different dorm life. So, who wants to go first? Talisha?
I can talk.
No, go ahead.
I mean, Howard, like, well, of course you always have places in DC you can stay, but like they require, I think, freshmen and sophomores to stay on campus, so they have like a couple freshman dorms. They have like Drew and George Washington Carver, and everybody says all the gay dudes stay in Carver, like, because like Drew, we don't have AC. So like they never did since the 50s when it was built. So everybody has this struggle that they go through. Like people's dads grew up with no AC in the. So it's like, so yeah, they always battle, and we always have rest fest. So all the dorms always battle.
Call me what you want.
no, that's the same at Maryland. Like some dorm halls don't have AC.
Really?
Yeah. Some.
Y'all hear
That
that?
is surprising.
Oh,
That is surprising.
Because everybody always going to be like, Spelman needs to upgrade because
No, a lot of
I went to
campuses
a
don't have
predominantly white
AC.
institution. You hear this?
Oh yeah, no. Some do and some don't. We have North Campus and South Campus. Primarily North. Freshmen get put on North Campus when they first get there. I was placed on South Campus just randomly, but South Campus is like, I'll probably say like much more chill. Like that's where normally like the upperclassmen, the people that have been there are there, and they have suites and apartment style type housing over there. Yeah. So we have what I was referring to. I don't know if it was caught earlier, but there's a quad area where there's like grills out there. We have a volleyball net and stuff like that. So when it's really nice outside, we all like come together. But
Paranormal.
what I was saying, we also have off-campus housing called the View, the Varsity, and the Enclave, and those are all set up like
Is it really
hotel
loud?
style. No, it's automatic. It's timers.
Oh, they both went out.
Yeah.
I would say definitely like go tour your school before you go, because I know when I went, I was talking to some girls and they was like, stay in Twitchell, make sure you get in there, don't do this. We have this building, it's called Virginia Cleveland Hall, and it's like one of the oldest buildings on campus. It doesn't have the elevator. It
Our
has
elevator sketch.
4
Yeah.
stories.
Don't take it this long.
This year, the water pipes actually burst, so there's like water coming down the rooms. Everybody's stuff got damaged. Hampton doesn't pay for it, and
That wouldn't
they
happen
don't
at
want to
home.
upgrade the
Yeah.
building because like HBCU, so it has this like like traditional, like
What is it?
I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but they just can't update, and I'm just like, that's ridiculous because it's like it's not a good living condition. But yeah.
Penn State got air conditioning,
So
so you
it's
can
good
just come
to-
our way.
We have
I don't know. At Morgan, like for on-campus housing, like there's 2 places, females. Well, 3 places for freshmen where you can stay. You have shut up. You have Blount Towers, then you have Harper Tubman, which is all girls, but next semester it's turning into co-ed. But girl, you're like.
Alright, go.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So, I feel like each one has ups and downs. Like if you're gonna stay in Blount, like you have big ass. Ooh, sorry. Like you have like
so natural.
you have like these big rooms, and it's whatever. But like the elevators never work. There's 8 floors. I think on the 3rd floor. So there's 8 floors. Like your.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna cut the video short here because we've been here for hours and everybody needs to go home. So if you guys want a part 2, please comment
Can we do
down
a
below.
closing statement?
Turn up.
Closing statement like what?
Like just something we want to say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let everybody leave with their last closing statement. Please make it quick. You don't know how long this battery got. Okay.
Okay, okay. I just want to say that, like, sitting here, like, I've known Brelynn, like, for a very long time, like, and I've met her friends, and, like, we all go to clearly different schools, different types of schools,
so much
but,
in
like,
common.
we're all getting along,
Yeah.
like, very fine, and, like, so that says, like, do what you want, do what you feel, do how you go, don't let other people tell you what to do.
Finesse it.
Like, that's it.
That's really. I think that
Yeah.
was good.
That's
for
a wrap.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Bye. What you doing down there?
It's the, like, second door on the left. Don't go down the basement.
I did talk about it.
Yes.
Shut up.
That's my best friend.
Yo, I'm
That's a wrap.
Nice. Only thing is that I
recording?
can't. Yeah, it is.
How do you know?
okay.
There's no
Who the hell?
You never seen him? Yeah. Please remember where you are.
Everybody have their sippy sippy.
4,
Anybody watch
3.
Graveyard Girl? Sippy sippy.
Can we bring that drink from here? I didn't want to.
Oh, no, y'all looking at me. Y'all looking at the camera. You cannot
But
look
what
at
if
me.
you was like staring like that? You
I'm
start
so
talking.
short compared to you guys. Nope.
Oh, we set up when the camera go on.
Camera's on.
Ugly.
I need him to stop making faces.
He terrible.